Alright guys, welcome back to another video of BK Builds. Today we're taking a look at the 2021 Microfighters. They came out alongside the Imperial Shuttle, which we took a look at a couple videos ago. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. I know it sounds cliche, but seriously, thank you. That literally means everything to me to see all the support coming in, so thank you. When we hit 100 subscribers, I know that goal seems so far away, but hopefully it comes up. I want to do a room tour. I want to show off my collection and what I have, and makes an excuse for me to actually clean my room and organize and work on projects I wanted to. So I have some time, but I know when I hit the 100 subscribers, my video, I want to show off everything I have. So enough of that. Without further ado, we're first going to take a look at the minifigs in this set. Then we're going to take a look at the Microfighters themselves. I love this set, by the way. And then we can compare them to the actual Tauntaun and the Atat. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so starting off with Luke Skywalker. This is an updated version of his Hoth uniform. We've gotten him in his Snowspeeder outfit a million times, but we've only got him in his Hoth uniform a couple times, and this one is by far the best. Mainly the sole reason why I got the set is for this Luke Skywalker right here. He is awesome. Let's first go over his accessories before we take a look at his details. He does come with his lightsaber, he comes with micro binoculars, and he does come with one of these giant stud shooters. So you can't put all three in his hands, so I left that one out. But taking off all of these accessories, we can see his print. He has an awesome print. His helmet, or his hat, I should say, matches his torso with that dark brown. You have the white coming out of the top of his shirt through his arms. All around, this figure is one of the best. You can see actually his second face coming out of the back, which is the only downfall, but oh well. So when you do take off his helmet, he does have this whole white cloth wrapped around his head, so you only can see the front of his face, which is super cool and awesome, and I wish they did this with more figures. I know they did it a while ago with Stormtroopers. In my last video, I know I had one of the figures with the TIE fighter pilot. He had the black hood on, and you can see the front of his face. I love when they do this, and I wish they did it with more figures. It blends in really well. He does have a second face on the back, an angry grin, so you can always switch it to however you please. The goggles do go down on his helmet, so let me put those on. So you can have the helmet down. I think it looks a little ridiculous. The goggles are really oversized, so it does look the best when the goggles are just on top. This Lego Luke is beyond perfection in my opinion. I think they nailed it. I think it looks excellent. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm so glad that they decided to release this Luke. All these dual Microfighter sets come out with one amazing figure in every single one, which makes it worth buying at that $20 price point. No question about picking this up. I saw it when it came out, instantly bought it along with the shuttle. The figures are so cool, and it was a fun little build. But moving on to the next figure, the Imperial Atat pilot. We've got this guy almost in every single Atat before, even in the previous Atat Microfighter, we've gotten him. I think this is a little updated version though, very similar. He does come with only two accessories, unlike Luke. He has his dark gray binoculars with his giant stud shooter, and I'll remove those so we can actually see him a little better. And you can see the sand blue color on his jumpsuit, which is super cool, with the gray, and you have all the red. Everyone's been wanting them to do the mold of the actual tubes connecting to his helmets, along with TIE fighter pilots as well. They did it with the First Order pilot. I want them to do it with these guys as well. And see, this is the problem coming with you can see the back of his head through the helmet. Unlike Luke, he has his full face wrap, so it covers his face. So with the Imperial TIE pilots, or even these guys, you would have this wrap where it would hide the back of that, but you could still show off their face. And we've gotten this face on a million of bad clone troopers or bad stormtroopers before, so it's nothing new. It's still a great inclusion, and I'm glad we got him in the set. It's never a bad thing to get an AT-AT pilot. You can always station them at an Imperial hangar or anything like that. So it's really cool getting these guys. Another one to the collection is always a good thing. So with the figures, I think the figures are a 10 out of 10 in the set, hands down. So now we can move on to the actual little Microfighter builds. Alrighty guys, so here we have the Microfighters up close and personal. We're not going to take a look at both of them at the same time. We're going to give them each a nice little spotlight. So we're first going to take a look at the Atat. So you can see the figure sits up top. It's kind of cute. You know, it's not meant to be super accurate. It's just for the look. Like, it just... that's out of focus. There we go. It's supposed to be this little brand of like all these vehicles built smaller so the figure can, you know, sit in them. Like, it looks goofy, it's funny, it's cute. I'm for it. I think they look funny. I enjoy them. I bought all the old ones in the past. I have them all. They're just really fun to get. It's something different where you're not building this epic ship to put on display. It's something different, more lighthearted. So it's really cool. But we'll take the figure out of here real quick so you can see the actual ship. So the Atat is pretty small. You could see he got all his little feet. They're on these little hinges, so you could just move them back and forth like that. Nothing special. His head is on a ball joint, so this can just rotate back and forth. You can see the cannons up front. You do have a printed piece. Nice getting that little printed piece, the Atat cockpit. It looks good. Side, it isn't bulky. This thing looks like a mini Atat. Looking on it on camera, it's super funny. Then you can see the back side of it. It's nothing special. Again, another little printed piece up front for the cockpit. The minifig is not studded down. You just rest in there like so. You just plop him in, and he just sits there. There's nothing special. It's a little piece that goes in between his legs that holds him in. He's not studded in, so you can just pull him right out, but he's also not falling around. I like this Atat, and we'll put this Atat on one side and show, I believe it was the 2014 Atat Microfighter. You can see the difference in these two. It's very clear. I'll put these ones back a little bit. So bringing this one up, it's a lot chunkier. It's boxy. I remember when this came out, I was, oh, this was cute, you know, it was something. But the new Atat looks incredibly better as a little Microfighter. Feet are exactly the same, except the inverse colors. That's it. No ball joint up front. I mean, look how boxier the head is and all the guns is. It doesn't look good. It only moves up and down. It just has a little hinge that goes up and down. That is it. It has flick fire missiles up top, you know, the good old flick fires. It's just really chunky. Obviously not as good as the 2021 version. I mean, that's Lego. They always keep on increasing in quality. It gets better and better every year when they keep on releasing sets, except for their shuttle. Anyways, we're looking at the Tauntaun. The Tauntaun is probably one of my favorite builds so far in 2021, hands down. It's something simple, but it's not goofy like the Atat. It's a little bit. I mean, it's chunky. It's a Lego built creature, but it's to scale. It fits the whole Hoth Lego vibe, and you can see it has a handle for his lightsaber. I don't think it looks good, but I'll just show off the features. You can put his binoculars on the side of that. You can see he has his horns. He has his little eyes, the mouth. The tail does move. You have a little back, or I believe that's like a backpack or a sleeping bag, something like that. He's studded down on the back side, which isn't ideal. I prefer the front being studded down. It's just more wonky. He has his little arms in front. I mean, this looks great. I mean, you can throw this in the set and it looks perfectly fine. This is something I want to put on display. Not because it's funny, but it actually kind of good. And I'll put that compared to the molded Tauntaun. So yes, this is going to be more accurate, of course, but this is a single mold. There's nothing to it. It's just you grab the mold, pop in the arms, put on the horn, saddle, rein, and that's it. It's no fun. It looks better, more accurate, but doesn't feel Lego-y compared to the actual Tauntaun itself. I mean, you can see the difference. I mean, obviously, people are going to choose the one on the right for displayable features. I mean, it just looks better. But the one on the left is so much more fun. It was fun to build. It actually is a Lego-built Tauntaun, so it feels that more Lego vibe. Regardless, I think they're both great. Getting multiple Tauntauns on the right is still fun to have, kind of build up that Hoth army. But definitely this Microfighter set, this dual pack was fantastic. I really hope they keep on making these sets, because getting these figures and getting a creature like the taunton. I mean, we've seen it with the dewback, and then we've seen it with the bantha as well. Two creatures. I mean, they're bigger creatures, so they don't really fit. But them being Lego built feels more Lego-y, and it works. It works really well, and they come with great figures. I really hope Lego keeps on doing this creature built Lego. It fits the vibe really well. I love this set. For $20, it was perfect. The minifigs, the pieces, the little tauntaun, it's worth the $20, hands down. This set's almost the perfect for me. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. For being a microfighter, I love it. Absolutely. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I know the shuttle was a little, I wasn't a fan of, but this one I love. It's something a lot more lighthearted, and it's not as serious, and I think that's a great direction for Lego to go in. So thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll have another video out, of course. You can follow me on Instagram. Also, hit that subscribe button, and so we can get to that 100. Thank you, guys.